Welcome once again to the Sage, and thank you for the pleasure and the privilege you've given us as our constant companions on this journey, this wonderful journey of discovery. Bear with me in this particular episode because I am going to speak with passion. I have for some time felt compelled, totally compelled, to make this particular episode. Why? In a way, for me, I call it a call to action. A call to action for all of us. Where do I start? But perhaps at the beginning. For me, I believe, as I reflect on my life, as I reflect on my decades of existence on this planet Earth, I believe in certain fundamental truths. Man was created. Man was created good. And by man, of course, I mean human beings, man and woman. We were made perfect. We were made good. I think this comes most to life when we see a newborn baby. Babies are born perfect. They're good. We feel it. Something in our spirit speaks of perfection and joy in our hearts when we see a newborn baby. We were also put here on earth for companionship, to be a support to one another, to live in communion, a community of good. We know this intrinsically because when we are good, when we do something good, when we reach out in kindness, that is when we feel most fulfilled. No act of aggression, no act of hatred ever brings satisfaction. We were meant for goodness. We were also put in a perfect universe. Our Mother Earth was created with everything we would need for a happy and a good existence. We are created to be happy. We are created for joy. Anything else doesn't work. We are also here to live in harmony with our Mother Earth, treating the God-given resources of the world with respect and dignity. It is when this perfect harmony, human beings to human beings to Mother Earth, exists, that there is peace and there is joy. Permit me to be bold enough to say, it is indeed when we disrupt this, when we do not do this, that we have evil and violence and hatred and discord in our world. Yes, that we have discord in our world. And there is a great deal of it. We know that. We hear it daily on our news media, everywhere on the social media. All the violence, all the hatred, all the war. And yet, I think another fundamental truth is the fact that despite all we see and hear on the news, on the social media, that the vast majority of us on this earth are good. Millions and millions of us, a vast majority. We are good. We want good. That is a reality. That is a fundamental truth with which we must come to terms. We must come to accept that that is the reality. Anything else is not a reality. The reality of the world we live in, even today, is that we are good people, and most of us everywhere. And that we must awaken and accept that reality. That is the only way we can live it. And so, I come nearer home to my country, Nigeria. Nigeria is a blessed country. How? In every way you can imagine. I personally tend to believe that when the good Lord created Nigeria, he was in a wonderful mood. Blessed with natural and abundant resources. Climate-wise, mineral, name it, we have it. It is there. Often shielded from natural catastrophes that beset many other parts of the world. But not only that, a teeming population of people, human resource that has the potential to be the best in the world. What is it that we need that we do not have? But I think perhaps for us on the sage, for me as the sage, the greatest discovery of all, the most hidden treasure that many, many Nigerians often fail to realize is actually that we're good people, that we're wonderful people, that the vast majority of us are law-abiding. We love ourselves. We love our families, our communities. We love our country. Too many times we forget that fact. Too many times we allow ourselves to live the lie that the bad is more than the good. Oh yes, we have plenty of the bad. I'm not saying we don't. When this blessed country, Nigeria, was put together by our colonial masters, it was never in consultation with us, the people that lived in it, or perhaps in full recognition of our similarities and dissimilarities. And so it was a geographical carving that often separated tribes and tongues across borders. But be that as it may, it produced a country with a great deal of diversity. Different languages, different religions, different customs, so many differences. But what we often fail to recognize and therefore to use is that in fact, our very diversity is a huge potential for good. Yes, I say that again. Within our diversity, within our heterogeneity, is a huge potential for good. All we have to do is to recognize that, to reawaken to that fact, to come together and use it to build ourselves, to build our country, to create for ourselves a country, a world that is good. We have too often, or sadly, lived in the spirit of that diversity. We've fought each other, we've hated each other, we've used tribe and tongue against each other. We've inflicted harm, there's been violence. We've displaced some of us. Many of our countrymen and women live in abject poverty at the expense of the majority of our people. Some of us live in terrible wealth. Let me use that word. And yet, it doesn't have to continue. It doesn't have to be our future. It mustn't be our future.
How can we say that we all love each other with all the hate? How can we say that we hope for each other with all the shame? How can we say that we long for a future without no faith? And how can we say that we're all for each other with all the range? But this time we will unite, show our might, and we'll rise, not divide. We'll unite, we will fight for this world, for this life, forevermore. How can we change all the hate we created to save our world? How can we save the home we're losing slowly? And I know it'll be hard, it'll be tough, it'll be work, but it's worth it in the end. We're strong and we're young and we're all that we need to make a better place. I know this time we will fight, and we'll rise, not divide. We'll unite, we will fight for this world, for this life, forevermore, 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 forevermore. And we'll rise to save our lives. We'll unite, we will fight for we are young. We'll see a world we're longing for forevermore, forevermore, forevermore. We'll fight for each other, we'll fight for our homes, we'll fight for our love, we'll fight for our love, we'll fight for our peace, and we'll fight till we win, we'll fight till we win, we'll fight till we win, we'll fight till tomorrow, we'll fight for each other, we'll all come together, we'll all be together, we'll all come together, we'll all be together. We'll all come together forevermore.
Wow, that beautiful, beautiful rendition almost had me weeping. Says to my heart and to my emotion, and I'm sure to yours, more than all the words I have been speaking have been able to do and to say. But do stay with us, because this is but half of the call to action. So do join us next week as we continue on this so important call. Thank you for having been with us. This is indeed a true journey of discovery, of discovering the hidden treasures within us and within our country, and determined to make the best of it. See you next week as we continue.